is out there. Have y'all got y'all tickets already for Jurassic World Rebirth? I didn't, but I'm like I said, I'm gonna try to see it this weekend. From all accounts, people that seen it early and stuff like that, it's nothing groundbreaking here. This is again is it's cool dinosaurs, dumb humans. They have a better cast now. That's what people are saying, and you're getting, what you're getting with Jurassic World Rebirth, right? With just Jurassic World overall. So that is what it is. The critics, are kind of panning it as a big dumb film, like they did the last two Jurassic Worlds. But the last two Jurassic Worlds made money, right? So the tracking. This is what we want to get to. This is why we got this here. A lot's been said about, again, projections, and I don't know if people really understand how these projections work. So I'm gonna try to say this in the best way, and hopefully this lands properly. But the goal of any just film released in the States is to get the best box office possible, obviously domestically. If you have a great domestic number, that will be the headline of any article. If you feel that domestic number isn't up to the standards of what you want or what your franchise wants, then you do the global number. What do we see here? Jurassic World Rebirth, we got the global number. Now, this sounds great. 260 million sounds wonderful because it's not bad. like 260 million is still 260 million. Okay. But when you look further into this, it's for the opening Independence Day stretch, which starts today. This film opened up midnight to this morning. So Wednesday to Sunday is the global numbers. So we're talking about 5 days. Now let's dig into this a little bit more because I want people to understand what we're saying here. Jurassic World Rebirth, when you break down the numbers, 130 of that is overseas, or the big part of that is Australia, Brazil, Mexico, Netherlands. So it started early, and you're getting some good global numbers coming in. But let's boil it down, because when it comes to box office and numbers, and just some people just feel they really should just stop talking about box office numbers because they don't understand it. The first goal is to get money here in the States. And then it used to be China. Mostly it is China. Definitely, if you hit in China, you're definitely going to do numbers. And then it's everything after that. So just what's the rule of thumb? Let's say if you strike out domestically, then okay, that's great if China and other places get you numbers, but you need to make it here first domestically. Okay. So I think F1's a great example. People was like, oh, F1's crushing it. Did 50 million, and again, $50 million is $50 million. He did $50 million domestically. And they're praying to get 20 million this weekend. People's looking at that international number for F1 saying, oh, it made like 180 million, but you only got 50 here. It's going to be $1 billion. No, F1's not going to make $1 billion. It's about to get ate up by these dinosaurs this weekend. Now, all respect, I haven't seen F1 yet, but when we're talking about box office numbers, this is something, I mean, I've been looking into for years, and there's exhibitors that I talk to. That's not $1 billion film, F1. What about Jurassic World? 120 million to 130. And let me see if my camera's acting up right now. Because I guess we started heating up, and then my camera started acting up. But the 5-day forecast, 120 million here. That's for 5 days. Now, this was the number that Box Office Theory, the same one that gave y'all those Superman numbers that everyone was worried about or objecting to. 125 day, and Jurassic World, I believe, is that number is like 80 or 90 for 3 days. What's my point in bringing this up? What Jurassic World is going to do in 5 days, and it's holding to all the projections that we talked about for almost a month now. Fantastic Four and Superman is projected to do that in 3 days. What Jurassic World is doing in 5 days. That's why I continuously said Jurassic World Rebirth is tracking behind its predecessors. It's tracking behind Fantastic Four and Superman. So you see this big number. That's just a rule of thumb. It just in box office history. If you got a good domestic number, that's in the headline. If you don't like your domestic number, you throw the global number out there. It's about winning headlines, and that's what they're attempting to do. And long story short, with Jurassic World, I mean, I think it's going to make decent money. It's just there's some other films tracking a little bit better than them. That is the point. And so since those projections have held, and we've been covering this, got a good feeling those Superman projections are going to hold, and Fantastic Four and Smurfs will bomb. That's what, because the same numbers is matching with Jurassic World. We're going to see what it does with those other ones. Real quick.